Good morning, guys. You're welcome to yet another episode of our series tagged "The Trip to Heaven." And the reviews I have received, the questions, the comments I've read, this couple of days has been exciting. Exciting questions and comments, calls from Christians, from Muslims, from pagans, from different class of people, and I'm happy about it that the conversation has started, which is actually the purpose for all of this. So I hope you've subscribed. If you've not subscribed, this is the time for you to subscribe because we still have 2 more episodes to go. So this episode we're talking about the connected dots. Connected, or what do I mean by the connected dots? So part of the vision, part of the revelation that I received, they made me understand that our life is actually like the connected dot, like a circuit board, connected dots. At every point of our lives, every part of our life is actually connected. So this episode is called the Joseph story. We use Joseph's story to have a broader understanding of this, the Joseph story. So they made me understand that everything is connected. Every lowest moment, the highest moments, every part of our life is connected. So when you look at the circuit board has lots of wires on it. The circuit board would have lots of wires on it, and all of these wires actually need to be connected. So we have diodes, we have resistors, we have capacitors, we have ICs, we have different things on all of this board. And when we look at our lives, we understand it better. But to further understand it, let's use the Joseph story. The Joseph story. Joseph, good-looking young chap, had a vision that would be the leader of his household. His brothers would bow to him. This got them angry. It infuriated them. How can you, this small boy, would bow to you? And it became even intense when he even said, this is vision, even his father will bow to him. So they got really mad. That no, we shouldn't watch this boy. This boy is going crazy. This boy is getting mad. We have to do something about this boy. So his brothers were presented with 2 options. First option, to kill him. Second option, to sell him to captivity, to slavery. Now, the choice they made to sell him to captivity felt like the lowest moment in Joseph's story, in Joseph's life. But there needed to be that connection in that story. So that was the first connection. So now it started from the vision. You're going to be the leader, you're going to lead your household, they're going to bow to you. That was the only thing God showed. Nothing else. So there needed to be twists in the script. The connection in this script. So, the lowest moment, it was sold to slavery. And I don't know, I wish I could go to the mind of Joseph. I'm sure it must have been like, God, so how can you show me vision that I'm going to be the king? And that I'm going to be the leader of my household. And I'm being a slave. If he wasn't a man of faith, I'm sure that he must have said that. That was the first twist to the story. The first connection to the story. Follow, please. So from there, I don't want to bore you with the story. Went further, blah, 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 blah. There came another twist to this story. Potiphar's wife. Now, Potiphar's wife presented Joseph with 2 options. First option, sleep with Potiphar's wife. Get the goodies. Maybe if he's very good in the other room, he would have scorned with Potiphar's wife and become a slave again. This time, he would have become a sex slave. The second option, hold on to your righteousness, and face the punishment. So he chose the painful parts, which most of us don't like. We don't like the painful parts. We want the easy parts. We want the easy route. So he chose the painful one. And another twist came to the story. Another connection came to the story. It was subjected to further humiliation. He started from being a slave, now a prisoner. Just imagine what Joseph was thinking about. So if it wasn't a man of faith, he would have said, oh God, this is it, man. Really? You said I would be the leader of my house. Now you are even making me a prison alone. This is even more dehumanizing now. But the story is going somewhere that Joseph actually didn't even know. Nobody knows. There's a script writer, like I said. There's a director, like I said. He knows what he wants to do. So went to the prison. So God that knew that there was going to be a connection made the king send 2 of his workers to the prison. Those ones were there. The purpose, like my last lesson, I said there are people in this life that are just like angels to just take bullets. Those 2 workers of the king were just those ones that would just help further achieve the vision. The vision is bigger than Joseph, right? So those ones, right, they he interpreted their dreams. One was killed. That's the one I talked about, that some people are just there to just take the bullets. He was part of the twist all along. He was part of the twist. Then the other one went back. The one that went back didn't even help Joseph immediately. It took a long while before that time came for him to actually help actualize the story. Now, all of these people, Potiphar's wife and all of them, were just part of the twist in the director's story, who is God. They were just twists. Potiphar's wife, Potiphar, all of these things, all of them were just connections. Follow, please. So they sold him. They brought him out. He interpreted the king's dream. I'm talking about Joseph now. He was made deputy king. Very powerful, right? Now, feels bigger. Now, I'm sure he must have felt like, yes, I've achieved. Most of us think that, yes, that's the height, is achieved, is objective. Yeah, so his brothers came to Egypt. But because God was taking the Israelites to their land of promise, there's a final destination, a broader vision here that would go beyond the story of a family and become the story of a nation. They moved to Egypt, they started growing, and now there was another twist to the story. They became slaves in Egypt again. A down in the story. They became slaves, and eventually God took them out. Now they went to Egypt as just a small fraction. Now they left Egypt bigger. Now over 3 million. Now more powerful. And they were taken to the land of promise. You see now that the vision that Joseph had was just, okay, I would be the king, I'll be the head of my family. God needed to even move the Israelites to the final destination, to the land of promise. So he used a Joseph who is actually just a pawn. He was just even playing. The story isn't even about Joseph. He was just there. He's just an actor in the script. It was just an actor in the script, rather. The story was bigger and mightier than Joseph. It was a story. God was doing all of this for a nation, not even one small fine boy. I don't know if you get. So my point is this. Even in our lowest moments in our lives, God is there. When we feel everything is down, God is making the connection. The problem we have most times is we don't see those lowest moments as our connected dots. We don't think God is making any kind of connection. We feel God is wicked. God is mean to us. Most of us would curse God. That God, how can you do this? And you say you love me and you're making me go through all of this suffering. But because the story is bigger, the Bible said, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, it has not entered the hearts of men what I have for you. You cannot, I don't know how big your vision can be. I don't know how broad your vision can be. I don't know how you think you can go big or how small you think you can be. It's actually larger than that. It is bigger. It is huge. You cannot process it in your head. So, like I said, act the scripts. Let God do what he wants to do. There's a place he's taking you to. But if you are not patient enough, you cannot get there. You don't get. You need that patience to understand that there's a connected door. The problem in the world right now, especially in this part of the world, is young people are actually losing it. Just small suffering. Maybe a child treks from, let's say, Oshodi to Ikeja under bridge. I'm sure you see a teenager that will trek from Ikeja under bridge to Oshodi, and the next thing is going to go and do morning rituals because he feels he has suffered. No, you would actually make that money, but there are points, there are connected dots in our lives. We need to follow through those processes, those stages. We need to go through those stages, those pains, those downs, so that the story can be bigger. The story may not even be about you. That's why I talked about angels. I talked about people playing. The story may not even be about you at all. It may be the one that is being saddled with the responsibility of making this country great. But because of our being myopic, because we cannot see beyond our nose, you sabotage, you cut corners, do dirty stuff, make money, and that's all. Of which the story is actually meant to be bigger than that. You're actually meant to own industries. You're actually meant, I'm sorry, I've not seen somebody that did money rituals and became a world billionaire. It's just most times about buying the best cars, living in the best of houses and all like that, and that's all. Whereas God actually had a vision, had a plan to actually make us better, bigger and larger than life. But most times, most of us have actually cut down this vision to just eating cakes and drinking NSC and just enjoying for the now. Which is, I will still make reference back to this in the future episode. So my point, I've explained using Joseph's story. Every moment, the downs of our lives, the ups of our lives, the twists in our lives, the painful parts of our lives, God is there. God is there. So what are we supposed to do when we are at our lowest points? What are we supposed to do when the offs, the twist comes, when everything seems a lot crazy? We'll talk about that in the next episode. Like I said, subscribe to this channel because more is coming, and it is, even me saying all of these things, I don't even understand the reason for this video. It is bigger than me. It's a message that I've been asked to deliver. It's not about me. It's not about getting views or subscribers or whatever online. No, it is bigger than that. This message is actually meant for a couple of people. I don't know what this message was designed for. I don't know who is actually meant to grab these messages. Subscribe, please. Have a wonderful day. God bless us.